Hi everyone, very good evening. So in this video, I'm going to explain about formatted input-output and unformatted input-output statements. So simply we can say like input-output statements. So input and output statements in C programming language. So why we require input-output statements in for any programming language is because if you are trying to write your program in your computer, you need to make some interaction between the programmer and the system. So like you want to give some information to your program and after processing you need to see the output on your monitor. So for that purpose, for any programming language, the input and output statements are used. Simply we can say like for reading and writing operations, so you can use your input output statements. In C programming language, the input output statements are of two types. So one is formatted input output statements and second one is unformatted input output statements. Input and output statements. So as a name itself, the formatted input statements will have some format, like we have some syntax, means whenever you want to use these formatted input output statements in your programming language, you have to follow some syntax or you have to follow some format, right? So now coming to an unformatted input output statement, there is no syntax. You can simply use those statements in your program for getting some input or for displaying some output on your screen. So your C programming, it will provide you some standard functions. So that is scanf and printf functions. So which is used to performing the reading and writing operations in your C programming language. So here simply in formatted input output, we are using two types of functions, that is the printf function and second one is the scanf function. So the printf function is used to perform the write operation because you want to display something on your screen, right? So and scanf function is for reading purpose, that is simply we are performing the input operation, like we want to read something from your keyboard. So then you are going to use this scanf statement, and for displaying you are going to use the printf statement. So what is the syntax you must follow? Like your printf statement is having three formats. So I'll explain each and every format of your printf statement. Simply you have printf. So now it is a function, you have to use this parenthesis. So now in between you have to use the double quotations, and here you can provide your string constant. So what are the things you can give in between the double quotations is said to be a string constants in programming languages. So this is a one format. So how you are going to use your printf statement? Suppose see for example, if I want to display some text on my monitor, so that may be of asking something to the user like enter some AB value, or else this will be the result of something. Like I want to display some string on my monitor. So simply I can use this format, right? Suppose for example, see if I want to print a simple string on my screen like hello, welcome to C programming language, or welcome to C programming class. So this is a string, right? So now you can close with double quotation and you can close your parenthesis and you must close with semicolon. So this is a syntax you must follow for the string by using this printf statement. So this is one format, right? And I'll give you the second format. Like simply you have printf statement, and here you can use format specifier. Okay, and then here you can give the list of variables. So these format specifiers will gives you like what type of information you are going to print. Like you are have a different format specifiers in C programming language, that is of %d, %c, %s, %f, %u, %ld, so like that. Like we have some format specifiers is available in your C programming language, which specifies that in which data type you are going to operate. Suppose if I want to print an integer value, I'm going to use this %d. So if I want to print some string on my monitor, I'm going to use %s. So if I want to print some floating point value, I can use what we can say f. So if I want to print some double value, so I can use %ld. So if I want to operate with my address, so I can use %u. If I want to operate with character or character I want to display on my screen, I can use format specifier as %c. So now the list of variable means you want to return some type of data, and where you are going to take that value, means from where. Well, suppose C for example. So here I'm given an example. See here I'm given an example. Like if I have an expression like C equals to A plus B. So assuming that you have the values of A and B with you, now A equals to 10 and B equals to 5. And C is nothing but 10 plus 5. So your C will consisting the answer 15. Now you want to display the output from this C. So how we can write your simple printf statement? You can use printf. See what type of variable it is? Integer. So now you can use %d. You can close. See what your syntax will say. You can close your double quotation after your format specifier, and then comma, list of variables. Here I have only one variable I want to return. So now I'm written C here and then semicolon. So what it simply will print you, it will give you a result as 15. Nothing will display on your screen. It will take an integer value and it will print that value on your screen. From where it will take that value, from C it will take that value. So this is a second type of your printf statement. And then see what this will say, means you can write any number of format specifiers here and you can take any number of variables here. Depends on the output you are going to return on your monitor. Right, see I'll give you one more example. So here see, suppose for example I want to print two values on my monitor. One is of type integer and another one is of type floating point. And integer variable is C and floating point variable is D. So simply how can I write? So I'll write like printf. See, list of format specifiers. You can give the order. So %d because I want to print integer first and then followed by a floating point. So I can give %f. So then you can close your double quotation comma. How many variables you want to print? Two variables. So %d is nothing but your C. And %f is nothing but your floating point which is coming from your variable d. So this will say the list of variables and the list of format specifiers. Remember in which order you are given, here and here, in that order only your machine can take the value and it is trying to print. Remember always the computer is a machine, it doesn't having any intelligence. So whatever you are instructed, it will do like that only. So whenever you can write the statements in your program, you have to take care. So this is the two formats, and I'll give you the third format. So that is, see I can erase this. Okay, so now I'll give you the third format. So that is printf statement. So printf. So you can give the string constant followed by a format specifier, then close, comma, list of variables, then semicolon. See, for example, just previously what I explained. So here you are taken like percentile DC. So what's happening? So you're getting the value from C, that is 15. Simply it will print it on your screen. Suppose sometimes you want to give some description about your output. Suppose if I want to give like the addition of A and B are. So I want to add some string to my output. So what simply I can write, see here I am provide you one example. So printf the sum of A and B is. So see here, if you are given string constant, then it will give you this statement only. Now what it follows? It followed by a format specifier. So you can specify what will be the return type, means what you are going to return, which type of value you are going to return from the sum of this A and B. So if I want to return an integer value, simply I can take percentile D and then I can close double quotation, comma. See, I simply follow the syntax. And what is my variable I want to print? C. So now what will be your output? So it will gives you like the sum of A and B is, so what is your C? 15 it will print you. So it will give you more description on your output. Right, so these are the three different formats of your printf statements. And then you can also use like so before your format specifier, you want to format your output screen in a multiple ways, like you can add some integer values, like you can give like percentile 5D. What is the meaning of this is you are going to return an integer value. So every time when you are going to print your output, it will start from the corner. So now you want to give some gap. So how many spaces you want to give, that will be decided by this integer value. So now what it will makes a difference is it will leaves 5 spaces and then it starts your output here. So in previous, what simply it will do is it will give you your output from the corner itself. So that's what means you are going to format your output. So for that you're going to use your formatted output statements. So which will gives you a familiar, the simplest way how you are going to organize your output on your screen. So this is about a printf statement. So now I'm going to explain about the second statement is a scanf statement. So this printf statement is used for writing purpose, like you are going to write something on your monitor. So whereas your scanf statement, which is used for performing the reading operation. So this is for reading and this is for writing. So already we discussed printf statement. Now we are going to discuss about the scanf statement. So now the scanf statement is also a predefined statement in your programming language, that is C. So simply the syntax for scanf statement is, so it will take like scanf, and here you have to provide a list of format specifiers, double quotation closed, comma, and you can use ampersand symbol. So along with you can provide your list of variables. So why we are using ampersand symbol in your scanf statement is, ampersand symbol is used to refer the address. So variable is nothing but the name given to your memory location. So you know the name of your memory, but you don't know which location it is. So whenever you are trying to read some value to that particular variable, your compiler is need to identify the address of that particular variable. So because of that purpose, in scanf statement, you are going to use ampersand symbol before the variable name. Okay. So for example, if I want to read two integer variables a and b, so simply I can write scanf percentile d percentile d, because I want to read two integers. Suppose if I want to read one more floating point, I can extend it with percentile f. If I want to take one more string, I can extend it with percentile s. So I can close double quotation and I can use my comma. So what this format list of format specifiers will say, we are going to accept two integer values, or you are going to read two integer values, one floating point value and one string from the keyboard. So now you can specify the list of variables along with ampersand symbol. And remember, for string you are not going to use ampersand symbol, because for strings you can use an arrays concept. So arrays are itself, it's having the pointers concept implemented implicitly. So because of that reason, you are not given ampersand symbol for the string. So simply you can give here ampersand a comma ampersand b. See, whenever you have a list of variables, you can separate it with comma. And then for floating point, I can use a variable ampersand c, and for string I can use a variable d. So remember, in your C programming language, before you are trying to read some variable, you have to declare these variables before the usage. So what my assumption, I have already variables a, b, c and d in my program. And AB is of type integers, like int a comma b declaration is there, and float c is there, and then char d of some 10 is there. So because I didn't have any string keyword is available in my C program, if I want to declare any string, I can use character array. So this is about scanf statement. So now this printf and scanf statements are comes under the formatted input output statements. So whenever you want to write such type of input output statements in your program, C program, so you must use the syntax. So now coming to the second category is unformatted input output statements. Like your formatted input output statements, so your unformatted input output statements is also used for reading and writing purpose only. So here there is no formatting, like here we didn't have any format. So simply we can use the statements like unformatted input output statements, like we have some of the statements or functions is available for this unformatted input output functions. So see here, unformatted input and output statements. So like we have used some functions like so getS. So I can separate input and output, categorize. So putS, so these are for reading, is nothing but input, and these are for writing, so that nothing but an output functions. So put C, get C, like get C, put C, and then we have put char, get char, put ch, get ch. So these are some of unformatted input output statements, and most familiarly whenever you want to operate with characters or strings, so simply you are going to use the unformatted input output statements. right? So getS is nothing but get string. So it will read a string from the keyboard. GetC, which is used to read the character from the keyboard, right? So getChar will read a single character from the user from the console, and it echoing it, but needs an enter key to be pressed at the end. So after so we are using the getChar, so we must use the enter key, right? So then only it will return. Like getS is used to read a single string which is entered by the user, and putS is used to display, right? See, putS is used to display the string value on the monitor, and putC is used to display the character. Putch is used to display the single character value. So whereas your putchar, which is also display a single character value at the console. So now the combination with put are used to perform the write operation, whereas the get are used to perform the read operation in your programming language. Suppose if I have a string like char name of some 25 is there. So now what is the meaning of that? This name is a string. If I want to read the string, so simply I can use getS. GetS, and then here you can provide your array name. So what it will take means it is ready to accept the input from the keyboard, right? It is ready to accept the input from the keyboard. So whereas you want to display the same variable content on your monitor, simply you are going to use putS, and you can provide your variable name. So this is one way you are going to use, or else you can use like this, getS offer. Here you have to provide your variable name only, whereas your putS, so you can print your string also from the program itself. Like suppose if you want to display like Devi, so simply it will display Devi on your monitor. Okay, so familiarly we are going to use getch function in your C programming language most of the time. So why we are using this getch is, so after you are executing your program, so you want to return back to your program, so you are trying to click, or you are trying to press one key from your keyboard. So what this getch function will do is, it will take the character, it will read the character, and now it is returns to your program. It returns back to your program. So for that you are going to use getch. Sometimes if you are interested to see which character you are used to return back to your program, you can use simply getch e instead of getch. E is nothing but echo. So echo is nothing but display. So what the difference between getch and getch e is, so whenever you are using getch, it will read the character, but it is not display that character on your keyboard. On your monitor. Whereas your getch e, so before it return back to your program, it will display the key which you are which you are used to get back to your program. So that is the difference between the getch and get. So most probably the unformatted input output statements are used along with the characters and strings, whereas your formatted input output statements are used to perform the read and write operations along with all the types of all the data types of variables. Like you can identify that. So this is simple when you are using as compared with formatted, but this is not that much of giving feasibility to write your output with your own interest, right? So most probably in your programs you are going to use the formatted input output statements. So I hope you all can understand this topic. Thank you.